Sheldon,
there's a problem.
There's a pool.
When you go on Twitter, everybody vex. Sentiment analysis that we have done on Twitter, everybody vex. Even party apparatchiks vex because where the thing the
grassroots vex,
it go affect everyone. This thing go affect everyone, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes,
E-Levy is trending #1 for Twitter.
E-Levy.
Things say them bring them back.
Nah. They say E-Levy out, D-Levy in. So the Dumsor levy has been introduced. Let me premise the conversation so that we go continue. Parliament has approved the energy sector levy amendment bill, introducing a 1 Ghana cedi levy on petroleum products. The controversial bill intended to raise additional revenue to address the nation's crippling energy sector debt and ensure stable power supply was passed late today. Until dawn. Then pass am done. The finance minister, Dr. Atuforsen, who laid the bill under a certificate of urgency, stated that the energy sector's total indebtedness stands at $3.1 billion as of March. So hence the introduction of what? The levy. Yes.
1 cedi every 1 liter.
Yes. So if you buy, let's say 90 liters for your car inside that. 90 liters, and every 1 liter be out of the 19 is 1 cedi. So you are going to pay 90 cedis in addition to the amount that you are paying for the fuel and things. So at the end of the day, it is the prices are going to increase.
Every 1 liter, you will pay 1.
Yeah, so that is what is going to happen. But you see, Scanty, beginning of the year, the energy minister said they have averted the looming crisis of Dumsor.
True.
It no be me a talk.
No.
As a matter of fact, I think 2-3 months ago, I used to talk about Dumsor on my timeline.
Everyone.
I was complaining about Dumsor, the fact that Dumsor was affecting me in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
People took to their platforms, to Twitter, to basically reduce the thing to like politics.
True.
Saying I was making the government unpopular. It was me just pouring out my frustration from the fact that I'm experiencing Dumsor.
Yeah.
Fast forward, the energy minister came out to say there is no Dumsor.
True.
As a matter of fact, they have averted what the looming crisis of what Dumsor. Fast forward to today, we have introduced Dumsor levy.
Fix Dumsor.
What are we fixing?
That one I don't understand.
Because there are inconsistencies in the statement. True. Today there is Dumsor, tomorrow there is no Dumsor.
I remember the time when they complained, they said there is no Dumsor.
Yes.
They are fixing it and they are fixing it.
As a matter of fact, they said we were not living in proper hoods.
True.
That's why they were taking our lights.
Area.
Good. When you, bro, me say, one by one, people will confess. Because what we have been subjected to, genuine issues that we were putting out there, bro, whether it be MPP or NDC, I don't care. I just need my light on.
True.
So if I have Dumsor and I tweet, you have people, party apparatchiks,
politicizing.
Today, a Dumsor levy has been introduced.
Before us is not the E-Levy. What is before us is the Energy Sector Levy Amendment Bill. And basically, it is saying that Ghanaians should give 1 cedi, one Ghana cedi each, when they buy a liter of fuel, so that we can end Dumsor. That's all. 1 cedis. All of us should contribute 1 cedis.
Also, in January 13,
data, my nigga.
Atuforsen, this is what he said. I will boost revenue without introducing new taxes.
This was during his vetting. I remember very well.
I will boost revenue without introducing new taxes.
Watch the video. If the video safe, watch it.
I've studied the Ghana economy for some time, and I can say without mentioning a word that Ghana has huge potential when it comes to tax revenue mobilization. You don't necessarily have to increase taxes before you rake in revenue. We have the handles. What we need to do is to improve compliance. I will work with the JRA, the tax policy unit of the Ministry of Finance, to ensure that we increase compliance and to raise the revenue as much as we can. In the medium term, it is my vision, when approved, to increase the revenue from 13.8, tax revenue from 13.8% of GDP to about 16 to 18%. That we'll be able to compare ourselves to our peers. I believe the potentials are out there. It doesn't necessarily mean we should increase taxes. Yes, we have obviously announced that we are going to scrap certain taxes. We'll stick to just that. But it doesn't also mean that we don't care about the revenue. We care about the revenue. and we will have to do more on revenue. But it doesn't necessarily mean we should increase taxes. Some of the taxes out there are not bringing in the revenue that it should. For example, the betting tax is bringing in less than 50 million Ghana cedis a year. It's a nuisance tax. Scrapping 50 million Ghana cedis will not mean anything in a way that will affect the economy if you are to adjust, particularly from the expenditure side.
So what is happening now?
For me, I was not expecting something like this.
Okay.
As they cancel the E-Levy, the betting tax, and things.
Okay.
I was not expecting an introduction like something like Dumsor.
Mind you, they increased tariff prices.
Yeah, I did a story on
Yes.
that. Electricity is here. Electricity tariffs go up by 14.75%, and
Yes.
the water tariffs by 4.02%.
So recently,
May 3rd.
recently, tariff
Exactly 1 month ago.
Yes, them increased tariffs and things. Then you people they talk say it be deal where we sign with IMF. That be why they have increased it. No problem. Saying yeah, we will borrow money. We will go take money from IMF.
Exactly.
Now to make the whole thing draconian, you have introduced more
New
taxes
tax.
to the petroleum products. Do you know what this is going to like? Do you know the effect it is going to have on the ordinary citizen? Right now, we have created a fertile grounds for trusty drivers to actually tell passengers that, bro, it is 30 cedis because they buy fuel each and every day. Right now, and it will trickle down. It will affect the prices of goods and services. So at the end of the day, we are quite say about it. Also, something like this with the introduction of a levy like this.
Yeah.
You have to do broader consultation. There has to be a broader consultation with stakeholders. You understand? Because this is going to have
Effect
dire
on
consequences on the citizens
Ghanaians,
of the country. So you need to engage the stakeholders. Broader consultation. If they come introduce this thing, what do you make of this? What are your opinions? You solicit opinions. You put everything into consideration and factor those opinions into consideration.
True.
When you are laying a bill in front of Parliament.
Exactly.
Nothing like that was done. 6 p.m. yesterday, we heard the news that it was going to be it was going to be introduced to Parliament. Dawn, we woke up, it has been passed.
That's all. One cities. All of us should contribute 1 cities. Just 1 city per, so that we can end Dumsor. 1 city. Each of us, when we buy fuel, 1 liter. The prices are going down. 1 city. And Mr. Speaker, it is not E-Levy. It's not E-Levy. That is what it is. The matter has been referred to the committee. Let's all hold on. The committee will present a report to us, and when we consider the report, we can debate all these matters.
The finance minister said this is under what? Agency, certificate of agency.
I think I was watching this done. The majority leader was saying just 1 city.
Just 1 city.
1 city no be just.
Just 1 city.
That is like for 1 liter. If 1 liter they around 12 cedis and you are buying like 15 liters, and some people they fill their tanks like 2 times in a day.
Yes.
Not truck drivers.
Yes.
They fill tank morning, when they close, they fill again. So if you are saying just 1 city, for me, they
look
are
at what
not
is
in
happening.
agreement.
And you people want to politicize it. You understand? You see, this is the thing that people are not getting. The members of Parliament that passed this bill, they are not subjected to that fuel thing we are struggling with.
True.
They have fuel coupons.
Yes.
To the point that even people staying with them, they have access to these coupons.
Yeah.
Bro, it no go affect them. Ministers, they have fuel coupons. They have fuel allowances.
MPs.
It is as the ordinary citizens that are going to suffer. You understand? Minority stage the walkout. They say killing
revenue generation. They should find an alternative that will help them rather than this clandestine move of reimposing the E-Levy on Ghanaians. And at this point, Mr. Speaker, I would say that this is very insensitive, and we on the minority side, Mr. Speaker, for this one, kill and cheer.
That's what they said. They said they are not going to be part of these draconian taxes that are going to be introduced to the people of Ghana. So they worked out. The majority went ahead, justified it, and passed it. And now we are here. You understand? These people are not going to pay for fuel. They have coupons.
They don't say they are not going. They don't pay.
They don't pay. They fill their cars for them. The V8 way they drink fuel, or they don't buy it from their pockets. So how would they know that people are going to struggle at the end of the day when these levies are introduced? And you have people politicizing it, talking about one Ghana cedi is not a levy, it is not a tax, it is a contribution. You think we are fools in this country?
I was paying E-Levy for 80% that they complain.
Bro, what are we doing,
I was
bro?
paying E-Levy for like 50%, I still they complain.
And you see what they vex me be in the whole thing be saying. Look at what has bedeviled ECG. The corruption, like the misappropriation of funds. The way we know they take care of like everything about ECG, like we really know be serious.
Very bad.
People have been fingered in a lot of corrupt cases with regards to ECG. Since this government come, have you seen any prosecution?
No.
Why should we continue to pay levy for them? Because people have misappropriated funds and they are supposed to be brought to book.
True.
You have not prosecuted them. Monies that people are stolen. The monies have not been returned, but right we for pay more. We for pay.
I think that be valid point because I pay light bill every single time.
Yes, we pay
every month. I pay
on the bill.
2 days ago, prepaid finish you they buy.
Yes.
After paying all this, I have to come and pay debt where somebody chop.
I don't understand. You people appoint incompetent people into positions of power and they squander money. They misappropriate funds, and when it gets to when people are supposed to retrieve the money, you people they do back and forth. Today come, I'll do, don't do, I'll do, don't do. Then the citizens, we have accrued this debt. Let's just impose that on the citizens. How, bro? How do we run a country like that? How? Crawford am one point on ECG now and the container or container. How that one they concern me? Are they work for ECG? Did they also not say that they are going to the oral money that they retrieve, they are going to use that money to run the country.
True.
Retrieve that money from them.
I remember every single
person. All these things they said it. I am not doctoring anything.
They are not going to introduce new taxes.
Yes.
Even after
they say we have money. They say they are going to retrieve money through oral, and that money we are going to use it to run the country. Today there is an introduction of a levy, and people are on social media defending it with their lives, bro. How can we be this callous to the citizens of the country? This is unacceptable because I know where this is heading towards.
In fact,
in the next next month, watch how prices of various goods and services go skyrocket.
Obviously, this is coming. When it starts from full, definitely.
And right now, you see, you cannot. Bro. How, bro?
No, it's not good. Me to your light bill, and at the end of the day, I come back and I'm paying additional money to government every single time. And if you buy fuel, just know that if you drive. Once you buy fuel, you go buy at least 4 or 5 liters every day. So every day your 5 cedis there, you go government inside. Whether you are a trotro, you go rent somebody in car. Even if you don't get car safe, if trotro driver buys the fuel, you the passenger, you go pay for them.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not even about people who own cars.
Yes.
Whether you own the car or you don't, Uber, it go affect.
It's going to affect a lot of things. It is going to have like an effect on a lot of things. And that is why I said there had to be a broader consultation of stakeholders before the introduction of this levy. That's not what they did. It's like the thief, they come in the night. They pass this bill at dawn. I woke up and the first thing I saw in my newsfeed is majority passed D-Levy. No consultation was done with regards to this thing. And the Minister for Finance in justification be say it is urgent. We need that money. No problem. You see, we will have our say. They will have their way. But make sure that what we are going to pay on that fuel, that D-Levy we are going to pay in the next month or subsequently, Dumsor is fixed because wallahi talai.
That one
wallahi talai.
And on the jaimame. That part the jaimame.
See, wallahi talai.
If we pay this money and somebody sit down say they're off in light for more than even 30 minutes, Oh, then fight.
You see, that'll be the thing. Also, because at the end of the day, they've passed it. We are going to pay it. It's like it's the same as E-Levy.
Yeah.
When they introduced E-Levy, we complained. We sat on this platform and complained.
E-Levy have had a lot of back and forth.
But
this one, they introduced them yesterday. Where I was listening to the minority leader. He said they were not even aware.
Yeah.
They just come parliament where they started read about them. And within 5-6 hours, then pass them. E-Levy said they do back and forth, and forth. This one, then pass them immediately. And it's
so, as I was saying, we are going to have our say. We are going to have our say. Oh, no problem. Because at this point, there's nothing we can do.
Yes.
We are going to pay. Me, I buy fuel into my car. I buy fuel into my car each and every week.
We can do.
Yes, I'm going to pay. So at the end of the day, when we pay and subsequently Dumsor is not fixed and they come back with excuses.
And my other issue is if Dumsor is fixed, then for cancel this tax.
That will be another argument that you know what is going to happen? It is going to metamorphosize into something else.
Then okay, let's use the money to solve something else. Because
also you have to know that COVID levy has not been eliminated. COVID levy is still in the system. It is still in the system. They said it's still in the system. COVID levy, they said they were going to remove COVID levy. We are still paying COVID levy.
True.
So Dumsor levy is back. No problem. Every country they pay taxes. We will pay. We will have our say. Of course, this is going to have like dire consequences on the citizens of this country. But there is nothing we can do about it. We can sit here and talk about it, and that is all. The law or the bill has been passed. It is going to, it is going to be passed into law wherever. It is going to be in effect subsequently. We are going to pay it, but subsequently we have to fix the Dumsor, the looming threat or crisis of Dumsor. And you have to be honest with the people, the good people of Ghana. You can't be politicizing this issue. We told you that there was Dumsor.
They said Dumsor no day.
You said Dumsor no day. You say you have abated the looming crisis of Dumsor. Today, you are charging people with Dumsor levy. If you were honest with the people from the scratch, today, we're not going to have this back and forth. You understand? But it is all good. We will have our say. At the end of the day, I feel like this is going to have dire consequences on a lot of people in this country. But there's nothing we can do.
I think they just will stick to their ways because this thing, they're more demonstrations.
You want politicians to stick to their ways.
If this money they are taking, media just like in 3 months' time, I don't foresee say my lights go off.
Wow.
I don't need to see like power cuts or today, another day, they say cable they lost. And at this no, bro. I can't pay this money and then somebody will go see somewhere chop. Then it'll be like the money the amount.
That is the problem. And that's what I was saying, because the money where them will collect, some wicked politician will carry that money, then you go chop them. Then we go come the complaint say there is corruption at ECG, there is this at ECG, containers are not being found at ECG, blah 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 blah, back and forth. Not a single money will be retrieved. How, bro?
Then they just go take the money from us. Then
Wow.
after some time, let's cancel it. We didn't really do.
So we the citizens, they all we do is to just take care of these politicians. we pay the levy. They get the money. They misappropriate the money, and they come back to us.
Can't tell us that the money we were expecting.
Yes, they can.
We didn't get it.
They can't. Look at what has happened to the container thing. Bro, build cases for these politicians or these government appointees and prosecute them.
The container, I don't hear anything. They say there's some Chinese warehouse. Nothing.
ECG one ankasangasa DN1.
We they pay like bill too.
If somebody do it illegal to they arrest them. So the money they take every single time.
It is what it is, bro. So it is what it is.
New tax
when you ukofa trotro near catch or say to your that is what has happened. Me, I can't do anything about it. And you can right now. Me see the Trotsky and the taxi and the Uber drivers there right now. Because they have every right to tell you that we are increasing prices and there's nothing you can do about it.
Let me not try.
Because if I buy 90 liters in my car and I'm supposed to pay this levy on this thing. You think I'm going to? No, he's not going to foot that bill. He's going to distribute it on the passengers. So you are the one going to be at the receiving end.
I've seen people argue that fuel prices come down, bro. Even if it come down, doesn't guarantee things like this. As it come down, we are expecting that system and things are going to be fixed. The fact that fuel come 12 cedi means okay. So it looks like let's bring things down and then introduce something. Because yesterday the president was saying that dollar and CCI go day 10 to 12 or more much break. They no go drop past 10, and then they go day 12. I don't understand what is happening. But well, it's just be 6 months. Bro, the way we do Abana was Abana the boat teaching. That be the same cable.
Oh no. I'm Papa, but enjoy.
Oh no. I'm Papa in there or to me cause But me, I just relax on this government because there's one thing I'm expecting: the 24-hour economy. If everybody keep quiet on that, I just relax because that was the main.
You
campaign
actually
message.
have like you think they.
No. That's your main campaign message. You are in power. 6 months. I know years.
You are going to learn the
we are
hard
going to do 3 shifts. No,
you're gonna learn the hard way.
Because
you see, you see what I said, right? The Gen Zs, they are going to be introduced to the new form of politics. I have experienced it. I'm in my 30s, you understand, and I have seen things. So all the kiddies then they come out, t-shirts and slogans, it be them, no problem. When they find out what politics is about in this country, it will help them. It will make them. It will help them make decisions, informed decisions. You
Next
understand?
bulletins.
No problem. It mean me sure man. Because now we better say, oh, you trust politicians? Oh, they will be
one CD and a
you go to me and then like me as I drive come my bus day like 2. It maybe today if I buy no go apply maybe subsequently go
by
apply.
next week.
So me what I go talk pay you no go pay exactly.
I don't talk half liter.
And I'm going to talk gallons be 10 I'm in hoarding. Think about it. No, I'm fine.
I do auto half.
I cannot risk it. I can't have water inundate my house and then the fire to come guts my house and things. That would be like something.
Gotta.
Man.
The taxes, that everyday taxes.
Then my man so share 2.
Let's see what will happen.
Never get it.
I get about 2 a tax. But this be like some. It has been overly used, right? This is some cliches. So forget about it.
Cliche. Everything is cliche.
This has been overly used.
Everything be cliche.
I don't want even.
Find another word, bro. Any cliche.
Everybody knows
what is cliche. Any cliche.
Bro, something that has been used
overly.
Cliche. This bar we want massage. I know you.
That's not what we are talking about. Why do you always?
And I'm telling you that what you are doing is a cliche.
No, it's not a cliche.
If it was
cliche in this context, they'll be like, you know,
I'm also the question.